Hello fellow gamers. Now today, like I promised, I'm going to be making the Squid Ink spaghetti from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now you may be wondering why I have this mask on. Well, there's lots of chaos outside, and Wellberg is going to be reaching Earth anytime soon. I'll explain him in another video. Now, I'm sorry to say this, but you've been lied to. Actually isn't Squid Ink spaghetti. It's cuttlefish spaghetti. Well, cuttlefish, they're like this hot dog Cthulhu looking thing. So yeah, that's what we're getting the ink from. They are in the same class though as squids, the Cephalopoda, so it's close enough. So we can still call Squid Ink spaghetti, I think. I took the mask off. I felt like I was gonna have a heat stroke. But here is all of our ingredients. We have garlic. Look at that fine piece of garlic. We have some onion. We have a lemon. Look at that lemon. We have bay leaves. We have oregano. We have white cooking wine. We have salt. We have diced tomatoes. We have basil leaves. You gotta have some sugar. We have some vegetable oil. Usually I'd use olive oil, but we're out, so vegetable oil it is. Here we have the ink packets. I'm gonna go all out with the ink packets this time. Last time I was too much of a wimp and I just added like a drop. But we're going all out. I'm gonna go crazy. Here's the actual spaghetti, which is also the Squid Ink spaghetti, with an addition to the Squid Ink sauce. So extra Squid Ink, you know, it's what you gotta do. Pasta al nero di seppia, mamma mia, that's the good stuff. They don't have cooking instructions on the back, so that's just gonna have to go with what we got. I've actually made this before, that's why this is already opened. I used like half of this. And yeah, the last time I made it, it ended up not going so well. I think it was because it just tasted bland. I was too much of a wimp to go in and add the Squid Ink, too much Squid Ink. So now I know I need to just throw it in. I need to go crazy with it.
Go mentally deranged.
Alright, here we go. Kind of like that binging with Babish guy now. That's actually where I followed the first recipe I screwed up from. It probably had nothing to do with the actual recipe. It was probably just me being an idiot. So here, I'm going to start this by chopping up some onions. Onions are a crucial part in spaghetti anatomy, if that makes any sense. Just gotta chop this up. I'm probably making them really angry by how I'm chopping onions, but this is just how I chop onions. Peel that skin off. We're gonna chop it up this way now too. Chop it up all the different ways. There we go, look at that. Comes clean off right there. My gosh, every time I cut onions, my eyes are like super sensitive. It's like tear gas. Now we got them all de-skinned and stuff. Now it's time to actually chop these bad boys up and go Gordon Ramsay style on this. Oh gee, I'm not gonna do that. That's a trip to the hospital right there. Alright, we got the onions chopped up. Let's throw these bad boys now into the pot. Here we go. Screw them. Screw these onions. Make me cry and bullying me. Alright, next thing, I'm gonna cut up the lemon. Alright, the last thing now is the garlic. Two big, nice, chunky cloves, chunky boys. I'm still crying from the onions. So now I gotta skin these bad boys off. There's a thing where if you put them in like a container and shake it up really well, I guess I'll try that. I don't think that worked. Okay, I'm doing a different method here. I call this the macaroni penne noodle method. I just throw these guys in here. Just shove them up there. Oh crap. Oh wow, magic right there. Let's finally get cooking with this. All right, so we got the onions in with the oil, and we're gonna turn this bad boy up. I'm using a soup ladle here. I know most people like to use those wooden spoons because they're all fancy and stuff. Shut. But I like to use a soup ladle. That's just my style. But yeah, break these guys up a little bit, and then you want to, just cook a little bit. Some people just say, like to sweat it. I don't know. I don't know all my culinary terminology. I love to cook, but I don't know. I'm not up to the whole lingo. Now we're cooking. Look at them. Look at that's a sound you like to hear. That means it's working. Working. If you hear that sound, that means you're maybe doing things the right way. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Alright, I think I've given them enough time to sweat. They're having a field day in there. So I'm gonna throw in the garlic here. Yeah, you want to get this thing. This is what I usually use. I know there's the garlic clove crushers, but they never really work for me. Maybe that's just me having bad luck, but I like to use these things. Just imagine me grating a garlic clove over the onion here and stuff. Alright, the garlic is in the house. Put this back on here for like a minute, maybe even less than that, because if you burn your garlic, that's a sin, and you'll be shunned from society. So you don't want to burn your garlic. Call me Mr. Ratatouille, because I don't know why. Alright, so we got that done. We're done with phase 1 here, so now we're gonna move on to phase 2. Alright, I got this can opener here. This thing, piece of garbage. I actually managed to open that. Look at that. Look how skilled I am. Just gonna throw the sauce, the diced tomato chunks in now. Probably want to let this cool for a little bit too, especially if you have a lot of oil before putting this tomato in, because because of the churro incident of 2019, I was trying to make churros and there was a lot of grease. I was kind of doing some deep frying, and I thought it was cooled down. I went to rinse it out with cold water, and so yeah, we're just gonna dump. Look at that. Look at that. That's some good stuff right there. Now, before we put all the spices and other fun stuff in, this is the fun part. All right, so this is what I call the funny spin Beyblade contraption. This is probably gonna explode because this is not much sauce. Actually, there's one thing I want to add before I go and blend this all up, and that's some of this good old white cooking wine. I'm just gonna add a bunch in because I'm an alcoholic. Here we go. It's time to detonate a nuclear bomb. Oh jeez. Alright, the sauce is now fully blended up. Also, I have a lemon tree here, and no, I did not get that lemon from this lemon tree that I used earlier, because this lemon tree is stupid. It's had this same lemon here for like a year now, and it hasn't ripened. I don't know when it's gonna ripen, but hopefully someday it does. Unless if I have a lime tree and I don't realize it. Bay leaves are kind of broken up. I'm just gonna have to put bits in. That should do the trick. I'm gonna throw in this oregano because it's spaghetti. You're gonna have a bunch of that in there. Time for the basil. Salt. Don't want to go too crazy with the salt. Gotta throw some nice old sugar in there. Oh, jeez. There we go. We're gonna put our lemon in here. Also, you can probably see that giant mosquito bite on my arm. Yeah, I think I was bit by a mosquito that was from like the Mesozoic era. Like I said before, I was too much of a wimp to use a decent amount of this, but you actually want to use a lot of this crap. It's not as strong, so you want to be sure to use a decent amount of this stuff. Alright, so I just added 6 packets of squid ink in. Looking great. Yeah, it's just gonna continue to get blacker and blacker until it looks like the void. It's like if Venom just threw up. Let's cook this bad boy. Alright, so while we have that sauce cooking, we're gonna start boiling these noodles. If I can do the thing in JoJo with the Caesar, he shoots the noodles at him. Oh crap, I just broke a piece off. And like I said before, there were no instructions on the package. From what I remember, I think it was 8 minutes last time. Hopefully that's right. Alright, so I drained it. 9 minutes was the magic number. This has been sizzling for a little bit. I think it's about done. Alright, so we gotta set the mood for this feast. Alright, light for me, please. Oh crap, it actually lit. Light the candle. Swear. Crap, I almost just burnt my finger off. This candle doesn't want to light. I'm gonna end up burning the whole house down. Because I'm so fancy, I'm using a paper plate. Here comes the venom intestines. Here comes the venom vomit. Look at that. Now, I like a lot of venom vomit on my spaghetti, so we're gonna put a lot of that on. Gonna get a lot of that. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Alright, now it's time to actually eat this stuff. I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna film myself though, because this isn't supposed to be a mukbang. That's just weird crap. I just tried it, and I think I'd give it maybe 7.4 JoJo's. Not quite an 8 though. Have to be pretty amazing to get an 8. I think I'm gonna end this video here. That was the JoJo's Squid Ink Spaghetti. Hope you enjoyed this fantastic cooking video. Leave 1/8 of a like if you, I don't know, just want to see another video. So yeah, that's it. Later.